Hello, guys. It's me here, Josh, and I am the Super Football fan number 18 here. And today we'll be doing the Week 17 NFL prediction picks for the 2025 to the 2026 NFL season. Last time, the Broncos failed for winning another game. Only this time they lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars by a final score of 30 to it's good. No, 34 to 20, and that not only ends the winning streak at home, but also the 11 game winning streak, and can very well be like be like fifth or sixth, or even the dead last in the seeding, like in the seventh seed. But otherwise, either way, regardless, let's hope we can get a bounce back week this time. But either way, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with week 17. But before I get started, we actually have it's something interesting because we're in week 17. This means we're officially in the Christmas week. So because of that, we're actually gonna have 3 games for Christmas. Two games on Netflix and 1 game on Prime Video. So to start off, actually, I forgot. But since we're basically getting ready for Christmas, I'm gonna have Santa Claus do the first two, and of course have myself do my prediction picks. Take it away, Santa. Merry Christmas, Josh. And yes, I'm ready to do my NFL prediction picks for the week 17 of the 2025 and the 2026 NFL season. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and do my two prediction picks on Netflix. So, we have a matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders for the Thursday Night Football matchup. So, for my prediction, it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys because Dak Prescott's been playing pretty good, even though he hasn't been playing great. But otherwise, Dak has been playing pretty good for the last couple of years. As for my pick, though, I'm going with the Commanders because I know Josh for a fact that he hates the Commanders, so I say Washington over Dallas. And finally, we have the Minnesota Vikings against the Detroit Lions. I don't know if it's at Detroit or at Minnesota, but either way, for my prediction pick, I'm gonna have to give it to the Lions, even though they lost pretty badly in December. It's great against Pittsburgh. I think they're going to have a bounce back week. I don't see Minnesota winning this game, but overall, I say I say this. I say Detroit over Minnesota, and I want to thank you, Josh, for having me for this prediction pick. I want to thank you very much, and yes, ho ho ho, and have a Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Josh, the Super Football fan number 18. Merry Christmas. Ho ho ho. Thank you, Santa. I do appreciate help for helping me do the two predictional picks for the Netflix games. But we're not done yet for Christmas because not only that, but we have a Thursday night football matchup, which for tonight's matchup, it's actually going to be my game for Thursday night football. So you know what that means for the Thursday night football matchup. It's going to be us, the Denver Broncos, against the Kansas City Chiefs, which is a team that I really hate, for Week 17 of the 2025 to the 2026 NFL season for Week 17 and for the very final Thursday night football matchup for the regular season. Now, for my prediction pick for this game, despite the Broncos' loss, I don't think they're gonna lose. I really don't think they're gonna lose to Kansas City because even though they lost to Jacksonville, the only real reason why they lost was because they were just getting outnumbered. That's the real reason. Kansas City just lost. I thought Gardner Minshew was out, but no, they didn't lose Gardner Minshew. But realistically, because when they've been having a lot of injuries and Kansas City is not really healthy anyway, well, we don't have to do the pick. But for my prediction, though, I'm actually going to go for the Broncos just because you look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs lost Patrick Mahomes. They don't have a lot of the starters. A lot of the stars have been hurt, and overall, without Patrick Mahomes, you really can't do a lot when it comes to the games. But either way, for my prediction, give me the Broncos. But for my pick, though, give me the Chiefs. I was going to give me the Broncos as well. Either way, before we go into Saturday's games as well, Sunday's games as well, we're not done here yet because we still have the Saturday games as well. And for the Saturday games, we have the 4:30 matchup on Saturday on the NFL Network between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. For my prediction pick, it's hard to say for the defense for both teams, but if I had to see who's gonna have the upper edge, it might be the Chargers. But for me personally, I think it's gonna be the Texans because the Houston Texans have the number one best defense in the NFL, and I think with the Chargers have to face a very tough defense, it's gonna be tough for them to win. So for my prediction, give me the Texans. And for my pick, though, I'm also going to have to go for the Texans because if the Chargers were to win and let's say we lose in Week 18, they can very well take the division. We don't want that for the Broncos. So otherwise, I say Texans win it so that way we win the division over the Chargers. And then finally, we have the Baltimore Ravens against the Green Bay Packers, which both of them have not been healthy recently. But if I had to say who's my prediction pick, I think I'm going to have to give it to Green Bay for my prediction pick because Green Bay has been playing pretty good, even if they lost 2 straight. But I think they're going to have a bounce back week over Baltimore. Baltimore really hasn't been a good team at all. Baltimore has not really shown that they've been a good team. And otherwise, Baltimore really has not done a lot. So overall, for my prediction pick, give me the Packers over the Ravens. And that is it for all the Saturday games. And now we're going to get ready for all the 1 o'clock and the 4 o'clock games next. Okay, we're about to get started with the 1 o'clock games. And for all the 1 o'clock games, we have a total of 7 1 o'clock games. 7. Either way, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started with the 1 o'clock games. And to start off, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Cleveland Browns at Cleveland, Ohio. For my prediction pick, it's pretty obvious. Give me the Steelers over the Browns. The Browns they have defense, but they lack offense. And since the Steelers have been on a roll this season, I'm going to say give me Pittsburgh over the Browns. So that's my prediction. Next, we got the New England Patriots against the New York Jets. For my prediction is going to be the Patriots just because they have very good offense. But for my pick, though, I'm going to have to give it to the Jets just because if the Broncos want to get that first seed, they need New England to lose. So New England would have to lose. Then, of course, we have the New Orleans Saints against the Tennessee Titans. For my prediction pick, I'm going to go for the Saints just because the Saints quarterback's been playing great. Tennessee has been playing good too, but against the Chiefs, but I don't think they're going to get the job done over New Orleans. Next, we got the Seattle Seahawks against the Carolina Panthers. Prediction, give me the Seattle Seahawks because the Seahawks have been playing pretty good with offense and defense. But for my pick, though, I'm going with the Panthers because few reasons. A, number one, I don't like Seattle, and B, number two, it's so that way in potential sake if the Broncos were to win first place. If they were to take on the Panthers, there's a good shot that I can do my my NFL my next vlog video with a game if it happens. It may not happen, but who knows? Otherwise, we then have the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Indianapolis Colts. For my prediction, it's going to be the Jags. Jacksonville is playing on fire, and I will admit they were pretty good despite taking the L last week to Jacksonville, or this week against Jacksonville. But otherwise, they've been playing pretty good. But for my pick, though, I'm going with Indianapolis. Even though they haven't been doing great recently, I still think that I would rather see Indianapolis win over,
I would still prefer Indianapolis win over the Jaguars. So overall prediction, give me the Colts. Let's go. Give me the Jaguars for my prediction. Colts for the pick. Then we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Miami Dolphins for my prediction pick. It's pretty obvious. Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins don't have a good squad, and even if the Buccaneers haven't been doing well neither, I think Tampa Bay has the better overall roster overall. So for my prediction, I say Tampa. I say Tampa Bay for my pick though. Give me Miami. And then finally, we have the Arizona Cardinals against the Cincinnati Bengals for the final 1 o'clock game for Week 17 for my NFL prediction. Give me the Bengals actually for my prediction pick. Arizona has no chance of winning this game, and even if Cincinnati hasn't been doing great with their defense, they have a good offense no matter what. So give me Cincinnati over the Cardinals just because the Bengals are good, not the Cardinals. But otherwise, that is it for all the 1 o'clock games. We then move on to the 4 o'clock games next. Okay, now we're going to be going to the 4 o'clock games. And I got to say, there's not a lot of games for the 4 o'clock games. We only have a total of 2 4 o'clock games. Only 2. Yep. Only two games. So to start off, we have the New York Giants against the Las Vegas Raiders as the only game that you would have to need for Sunday ticket for being on CBS. Otherwise, for my prediction pick, it's hard to say, but I'm actually going to give it to the Giants over the Raiders just because not only I hate the Raiders, but I think the Giants have the best squad over the Raiders. So overall, for my prediction pick, give me the Giants over the Raiders for my prediction and pick. And then for the second and final 4 o'clock game for this week, we have the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills for a 4 o'clock game on Fox. As the only national game on Fox. For my prediction, I hate to do this. For my prediction, I'm actually going to go give it to Buffalo just because I think Buffalo has the best squad over Philly. Even if Buffalo doesn't have defense, I think Buffalo has the better odds of winning. But if I had to give it to the pick, sorry Buffalo, I have to go for Philly. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles just because it also helps the Broncos to potentially get the first seed. But otherwise, that's going to be about it for the 4 o'clock games. And now we're going to move on to Sunday Night Football and the very last Monday Night Football matchup for the regular season, but not the final Monday Night Football game for the season as a whole. So stay tuned. Okay, now we have the Sunday Night Football and the Monday Night Football games for Week 17. And to start it off, we have the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers for Sunday Night Football for Week 17 of the 2025 for the 2026 NFL season. So, for my prediction picks for this week, for my prediction, it's hard to say who would have the better roster, but if I had to say who's probably going to have the best shot, I think I'm going to give it to, you know what, give me the 49ers. Now, I know this is a bit of a hot take. I think the 49ers are going to upset the Bears just because even if the Bears have been playing pretty good, I think the 49ers have the better roster overall just because they have all the key pieces. And I don't know. I don't think Chicago has the needs to really win this game if you want to be completely honest. So for my prediction, give me the 49ers. If I may pick, I'm also going with the 49ers because I think the 49ers are a very good team. And to be completely honest, I do think so. And finally, we have the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Atlanta Falcons at Atlanta, Georgia for the final regular season Monday Night Football game, but not the final ESPN game for the season, nor the final Monday Night Football matchup for the season. For my prediction, you know the drill. Give me the Rams over the Falcons. The Rams are pretty good. I know they struggled against Seattle last week, but I still think the Rams have a very good, talented roster. The Falcons ain't doing anything. But either way, that is it for Week 17's NFL prediction pick for the 2025 to the 2026 NFL season. Just a quick reminder, a couple things. Number one, if the Broncos were to win against the Chiefs, we'll be doing the 13 NFL Toastsphere, and if not, then we can either see the Toastsphere or the Chargers, a Toastsphere in a wildcard game, or nothing. It just depends. Either way, another thing to keep in mind, after Week 18 is done, for when I do the prediction picks here, I will be going back to my training school for the NFL playoffs for the remainder of the season. So, just a quick FYI, I will be doing the NFL prediction picks for the remainder of the season. But otherwise, that's pretty much about it. If Broncos win, we'll do the Toast video. If not, we'll go straight to the Week 18 NFL prediction picks. By the way, I want to thank everyone for watching this video. It took very long to make, but I did the best I could. But either way, with that being said, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon for more viewers. I wanna wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. For the remainder of the for this year. I want to thank everything for the big year as of right now, and I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and have a Happy New Year as a result. Either way, I'm Josh, and I am the Super Football fan narrating here, and I'll see you guys with another video. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and have a Happy New Year. And yeah, Broncos country, that's right. Bye-bye, Bronco fans. Bye-bye.